What's up, YouTube? You know who it is. God's Elite, back with another video. Gonna have some fun playing the Division. Actually, we're not really gonna play, but well, we might a little bit. But gonna kind of go over the new update that came out today. Some of the things involved in it, what you can do. Is it good? Is it bad? I know on my channel I haven't done a lot of Division videos lately, partly because I guess you could say I'm very disappointed in the game. All the bugs, all the issues that it has had. The first incursion, in my opinion, was crap. Now, not everyone may share that opinion, and that's fine. If people out there enjoyed the incursion, I'm so glad they did. For me, I didn't like it though. Just because I feel like they could have done so much more. But that's another topic for another video. Let's get to this. So with this update, we're getting a new incursion, some new PvE things to do, as well as some PvP changes that could be good or bad. I'm not sure. I'm not a huge PvP player in this. So for you guys out there that are, maybe you could put a little bit into it and in the comments, maybe tell us what you think. So real quick overview, the new incursion is called Clear Sky. There's new gear sets, high value targets, hijack extractions. Ooh, that sounds like that sucks. Sealed caches and dark zone checkpoints. So let's get into it. Clear Sky, I've already seen someone beat it. Took them about 20 minutes, and they were all gear score 170 or whatever. The minimum, no, 270, sorry. No, yeah, 170. I'm thinking of Destiny or something. They were 170, 180, 160. To get into it, you have to be 160. I thought it would be higher than that, but that's totally fine. I'm 216, so I can get into it pretty well. But you're not going to find a lot of people, or at least I haven't found a lot of people that have as high gear score as I do. I loaded up big time on the gear sets from the first incursion. Got a good bit of 240 gear stuff. I've actually got an amazing setup. I'm not bragging. I'm just gonna be honest. It just really is. So it can be done without having to have such a high gear score. Is what I'm trying to get at. So back to this. There's no waves from what I could see. I kind of jumped around. I didn't really watch the whole thing, but there is a boss at the end you can kill yourself, and you don't have to have explosions or whatever. I know you do have to carry a bomb at some point, but I'm not sure what exactly that's for. I remember them shooting his backpack off, so I don't think it has to do with the boss, but you do carry some explosives around, kind of like the first incursion. It will give you 4 new gear sets. As you can see right there, you can read that. Their Final Measure, Predator's Mask, Lone Star, and Hunter's Faith. From what I can see so far, I can't find any of them that, in my opinion, are better than the Striker or the Sentry's Call. Excuse me. Sentry's Call gear from the first incursion, but I don't have them yet, and I haven't used them, so I can't say that for sure. But right now, in my opinion, 4 Sentry's Call, 2 Striker is just amazing. It's insane. So we'll have to see. But Final Measure, stand your ground by defusing hostile grenades with powerful defensive set. Huh, cool. Okay. Predator's Mask, make your enemies bleed with this powerful offensive set. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, it causes bleed. It's like 100% bleed too. Never reload your weapons again with this game changing. Oh yeah, okay. So in Lone Star, whenever you holster a weapon, it reloads it. I'm not sure if it's a full clip or if it's literally all the ammo you can hold, but it's definitely good for just running around yourself. Hunter's Faith, duel your enemies at range and come out on top. I can't remember what the perk is on that one, but I think it is pretty good. One of them has a perk where you get armor for every shot you put on somebody, and it stacks a certain amount. But as soon as you get hit, it's gone. So you stack up on armor, but you get shot one time and it's gone. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. High value targets. I'm going to actually go show you a little bit about this later, so I'm not going to talk about that right now, because there's a little bit more than just high value targets. All right, hijack extractions. This is where it kind of gets me a little bit. Basically, if you've got gear and you put it on the rope, someone else can come up and slice that rope. So now instead of just extracting, you have to guard your extracted gear. This is one of the reasons why I hate the PvP in this game. Now don't take that to mean that I don't like the people that like it, or that people can enjoy it. People can still like it. That's fine. I play both sides of the coin for you. For me, this is my opinion, I play a ton of different games. Well, I'm not going to say a ton, but a lot of different games. So right now I'm playing Witcher, Division, and this game since this update's coming out. I've got Doom on the way through Gamefly that I'm going to be making videos for. So I'll have 4 games to play within the week, or the next week. For me, that's a lot of games. With all the stuff I'm doing with school and internships and stuff, it's a lot on my plate when it comes to editing videos, making thumbnails, doing all this other stuff I have to do. So I'm not keen on playing PvP in this game, because I can spend 3 hours filling up my 9 slots with really good set gear or high ends, and go to put it on the thing, and then it's gone just like that. It's just gone forever, and I'm dead, and I'm missing money, I'm missing experience, and I'm missing all that stuff I just spent 3 hours getting. So for me, I just don't have the time for it. Now, some people do, and that's great. Some people might only play 1 game at a time. You might not like to jump around games, and that's totally cool. Everybody's different, and you might enjoy that aspect of it, and I'm excited for people like that. But for me, no. Let's see, sealed caches. Alright, I've already looked at this one. So when you down enemies in the dark zone now, instead of getting gear, sometimes you might just get a cache, and it's kind of like a little crate, but it's got that symbol you see on the screen. And what happens is you go back to your stash once you've extracted it, and you can open up, and it has random gear in it, and it's got, you know, the 4 levels you see on there. You can get gear sets, high-end, superiors, but it depends on what level you're in. If you're in the very last tier, you can get some gear sets. It's not guaranteed. This is something I think people will like. This is something I didn't like that I now will like. Dark Zone checkpoint stashes. Before, you had to go to the checkpoint, leave the checkpoint. You couldn't go from within, and then you had to fast travel over to the base of operations, get your stuff out, come back, go back in. Now there is a stash in every single checkpoint, which I think is awesome. My only other issue is we've got 4 new pieces of set gear. So that's total 6 times 8. 48 pieces of possible set gear. Did I just do that right? Hold on one second. Why, man, I'm so good at math. Why is this hard for me? It's been a long day, guys. It really has. Let's see. 6 times 8. Yeah, okay, 48. Alright, cool. I've been through Cal 2 in college, and I have a hard time with 6 times 8. Oh my goodness. Alright, so there's 48 pieces of set gear possible that you can have, and if you're the kind of person who's like me, likes to collect all the gear you can get in Destiny, I love collecting the gear. In this game, you cannot collect the gear, I'm sorry. There is only 30 slots in your stash, and there is not enough slots on your character to have enough stuff to change out between all your characters and all that junk. Like, I mean, I don't have enough room for 30 to share all this. That's why you see all this green gear on them. I just can't have all this stuff on each character. So they desperately need more stash. Think, in this game you've got a stash with 30 spots. In Destiny you got a stash with grand total 286 slots for pieces of gear and stuff. In this game you've only got 30, which I think is insane, and maybe 60 on your character. It's just not enough space. I'm sorry. So that's one of the things that's kind of hard for me, is because I can't collect all this stuff, because it's not just set gear. I want all the guns. I want some of the really good high-end stuff. So hopefully they'll come out with a hot fix or something that will have maybe some more stash. Or at least before the next incursion or whatever it is comes out. Dark Zone, alright, and then you got the full patch notes, which you can go on the game and read those yourself. The one thing I did like about this patch notes, or what's hilarious to me, the reason I quit playing this game was because of all the bugs. It was stupid how many bugs. Now, for a lot of my 240 gear, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, I cheesed that incursion. in my opinion, and I have an argument to back this up, but I'm not going to do it in this video, I enjoyed the cheese, as monotonous and boring as it was, like make your brain just go dumb. As stupid as it was, I enjoyed it more than actually playing the Incursion. Now, I'll give you my quick reason. When you play the Incursion, you can get to wave 15 and die, and it's over. And you got to start over again. It's guaranteed to work when you do the cheese. Plus, when you're with these 3 randoms, I would just have this thing every time. I'd say, cut off your game volume, and let's just talk. And we would talk about our lives, family, where we live, just got to know each other. And it was fun for me because I got to meet these people from all over the country, all over the world, and just got to know them, which was cool for me because you don't usually get to do that within a game. And instead of doing the normal make it so far, die, and just be mad, I got to make some new friends, have a good conversation, and get what I wanted in the end. Some of you may disagree with that, but for me that was my reasoning, and I enjoyed it. So, but they fixed all that, I'm assuming. But take a look down here at the end. Look at this. I'm gonna go back to it real quick. Bug fixes, and just look at all of it. Look at all the bug fixes. Fixed a bug. Player characters not properly something. Fix some visuals. Fixed a bug. Fixed an issue. Fixed a bug where? Fixed an issue. It's just insane how tore up this game is. Well, it was. I'm hoping it's a lot better now, as you can see from this long list. But enough of that. Now let me go back and explain a little bit about the high value targets. So to do that, I'm going to actually go into the game. I'm not going to sit here on this because it'll kind of be a little confusing unless you've already seen some videos on it. So I will jump ahead to when I get into the base of operations. Alright guys, we're back. As I was saying, I was going to talk about the high value targets. Real quick, I want to talk about some stuff on the map. Now, if you want to, in my opinion, this is the biggest part of this update. Not the Incursion, because the longevity of it is not there. This is something that you can literally play all the time. Which you can play the Incursion all the time, but it's just going to get super boring. And in my opinion, this probably will too. But for those of you out there who just like to play, this is going to be where you play. Now, if you see on my map, there might be one noticeable difference between mine and yours and my other characters, is that every single side mission period is done. All of it's complete. There is nothing that is not completed except for getting all these little things, you know, like these phone recordings. I ain't got time for all that. So the only way to get this little exclamation point is by completing everything in that zone. So you might have this one unlocked, but you might not have this one unlocked. So it's just whatever you've gotten done. So basically what it is you come in here and you got these 2 new people over in the security wing. You got your daily high value target officer and you got your weekly. Now in the daily, these are your people, the targets you can go kill. Each target you have to go to an area, kill some enemies, and then he or she will come out, and you have a certain amount of time to complete this. Now, my first thought was you have a certain amount of time once you spend the money or accept the target. But no, you have to get within the area where they are for it to start. And you got like 5 minutes, so it shouldn't be that bad. So, as you can see, I've already got 10 intel. And I can buy some of these. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just I want to go over it with you, and I'll do that in another video. But this is your daily. So every 24 hours you can do all this. And it will give you certain rewards like 15 Phoenix credits. You can actually get a lot of Phoenix credits for doing all this stuff. There's some new blueprints and things like that, and stuff to buy, new set gear pieces to buy. This is your weekly high value target person. Now if you notice over here on the right, it says recommended gear score. The daily has that, but it's a lot lower gear score. I think 130 is the highest, or something like that. But you get a lot more stuff for this. It also costs a lot more intel. Now, from what I've seen, I would recommend a team for this. Because if you die, you lose all that intel. You don't get it back. So if you do Mr. Fallon down here, and you just spent the 40 you got, and you get in there and you die, that's 40 out of it. It's gone. And from what I can tell already, you can only get 8 at a time, and 8 takes about 5-6 minutes to get. So choose wisely. Now the daily guy, from what I've seen, it's pretty. You can do it by yourself. You just gotta be smart about it. But these guys, you definitely want a team. Now, intel. Let's talk about it a little bit. This is the new currency for getting these high value targets and getting this gear. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice down here, look at that little symbol next to mission rewards. It's green, or what would you call that? Like a greenish teal or something, I guess. I don't know. But it's set gear. You can get set gear. Now, it has a chance to drop at 240, but you're most likely going to get 214. So, look on your map right here. Like I said, you've got these exclamation points. What happens is you go to the... Oh, excuse me. You go to these safe houses, and right here on the situation board is a search and destroy mission. You can accept that, and it will set you up with 3 search and destroy things in this area. It will take you to the first one. It'll put a little marker on the map. The first one will be level 30 enemies. You'll have to secure the area. The second one will be level 31 enemies. You have to secure the area. And I can't remember exactly, but the third place also is, I think it's 32. So it goes up 1 level each time. Now for me, it was super easy. One shot in the head with my sniper on all of them, and they're just done. And once you get those 3 done, you can come back to the situation board, turn it in, and get extra intel points plus a piece of high-end gear. So, for each of the things, the 1, 2, and 3 inside this place you complete, you get 1 intel apiece. So that's 3. And from what I can figure out, if you turn all 3 of them in, you get an extra 5. So that's 8 every time you do it. And you can go back to all of them and do it. I just did one. Where did I just do one? I just did one here a little while ago, and I can still go back and do it over and over again. I just did one here, and you can go back and do it over and over and over. Now, wait, maybe I did the critical. I'm not sure. I think I did search and destroy. I might have done critical. I'm not sure, guys. This is the confusing part for me. You see this the white stuff around the edge of it, kind of like, the daily or whatever. Wait, we don't have any dailies. Oh no, we don't have any daily missions. Oh crap, the game is messed up again for the 3rd time. This is the 3rd time there's not even been any daily missions. But whatever, that's not the point. But it's got the little symbol like that. I think the critical search, because let's search and destroy. Search and destroy. I wonder if you get more points for doing the critical. Okay, I think I might have done the critical a while ago, so maybe you might not get 5. But I know for whatever I did, I got a total of 8. So we'll just work with that number for right now. So you go to the place, you accept it, you go do the 3 things, you come back, you turn it in, you get loot, and you get more intel points. And you can do it over and over again. Like that Fallon guy that was 40 intel for the weekly, you can literally do that as many times as you want. I think so, from what I've heard. I'd have to try it, or you can try it, either way. So this, in my opinion, is potentially a way for you to get a lot of characters leveled up gear score wise. Now, I've kind of done some math for those of you out there who want to know how busy can this keep you. Okay, well, let me just tell you. So, to get enough stuff to be able to do the 5 dailies, you have to have 70 intel. That means you have to do 9 of these SNDs. So each one of those 9, that's 3 things apiece inside that 1 search and destroy. So that's 27 individual mini missions you got to go do just to be able to do the daily. That's a lot of time, guys. And think if you did that for every day of the week, oh my goodness. Then you got the weekly on top of that. It takes 119 intel just to be able to do all 4 of the high value targets for the weekly. That is 15 S&D missions. If it gives you 8. If I was wrong about that and it's less, it's going to take even longer. So in my opinion, unless you're just hurting for some gear, I'm not. So I'm just doing weeklies. I ain't worried about dailies. Unless I just need some quick Phoenix credits. But other than that, that's the new addition. You can go wherever you like. Wherever your favorite place is to hang out and just kill people and you know the best spots. Just do that over and over. And I guess if you want more points, do the ones with this little white stuff around the edge. And then I wanted to show you all about the dailies, but I guess the daily missions, but I guess I can't. But fine, let's take Lexington, because you can do it on challenging. I don't have the rewards for the daily, but I know now you can get gear sets, and they can drop at 240 or 214. There's a chance. It doesn't mean it will. So that's actually good in my opinion. I think that's... I didn't like the fact that you had... let me turn this off. This is annoying. There we go. I didn't like the fact that you had to do the incursion to get the 240 gear. I wanted more stuff. So now that you have a chance to get it doing these high value targets in the daily missions, I think it's great. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the high value targets and all the missions. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informational. I hope it makes more sense to you now. If you got any more questions, just leave a comment in the comment section and I'll get to it. And maybe I'll see you guys in the division.